Beneath the creaking floorboards of the Victorian mansion lay a forgotten abyss, a basement with a history veiled in darkness. As the new owners, the Anderson family, settled into their ancestral home, the basement beckoned with a foreboding allure. Little did they know that the depths beneath would unveil chilling secrets that had long slumbered in the shadows. On their first night, the Andersons were disturbed by faint echoes of whispers that seemed to emanate from the basement. Mr. Anderson dismissed it as mere settling sounds, but Mrs. Anderson couldn't shake the feeling that something lingered beneath the house. As the family slept, a subtle chill permeated the air, and unseen eyes watched from the darkness below. Curiosity gripped young Emily Anderson, and she ventured into the basement on a whim. Dusty cobwebs clung to forgotten relics, and aged boxes lined the damp walls. Amidst the clutter, Emily discovered an unearthly blueprint, an architectural diagram that hinted at secret passages and concealed chambers. The basement, it seemed, held more than just forgotten heirlooms. As Emily delved deeper into the basement's mysteries, subterranean murmurs grew more distinct. Whispers of a bygone era, distorted and ethereal, echoed through the narrow corridors. Emily, drawn by an unseen force, stumbled upon a hidden chamber, an ancient study adorned with occult symbols and forbidden artifacts that hinted at a sinister purpose. A malevolent presence stirred within the hidden chamber. Unearthly shadows danced upon the walls as Emily's flashlight flickered in the oppressive darkness. The air thickened with an unseen force, and an otherworldly chill seeped into her bones. Emily, uneasily aware that the basement harbored more than just forgotten memories, retreated from the chamber, haunted by a sense of impending doom. The Andersons, unknowingly tethered to the house's grim history, found themselves compelled to explore the basement's secrets. Night after night, they descended into the subterranean labyrinth, lured by the whispers that beckoned them deeper. A malevolent force, dormant for centuries, sought to ensnare the family within the suffocating embrace of the forgotten depths. As the family delved into the basement's hidden recesses, they stumbled upon evidence of occult rituals conducted by long-forgotten inhabitants. Candles flickered in the windowless chamber, and inscriptions in archaic languages adorned the walls. The Andersons, unwitting participants in a supernatural drama, recoiled as the basement unveiled its dark secrets, one layer at a time. The basement, now a nexus of malevolent energy, manifested demonic apparitions that materialized from the shadows. Tormented souls, bound by ancient rituals, sought release from the cursed confines of the hidden chambers. The Andersons, gripped by fear, witnessed spectral figures that whispered promises of doom and despair. As the Andersons retreated to the safety of their bedrooms, the basement's influence seeped into their dreams. Nightmares of arcane symbols, demonic entities, and ancient ceremonies haunted their sleep. Sleepwalking became a nightly occurrence, and the line between reality and the ethereal blurred as the family's psyches became entangled with the malevolent forces that resided in the depths. The basement's influence intensified, and the Andersons, trapped in a descending spiral of madness, struggled to maintain their grasp on sanity. Mrs. Anderson, tormented by spectral visions, whispered cryptic warnings to her family. Mr. Anderson, driven by an unseen compulsion, feverishly explored the basement's hidden passages, unraveling the threads of the family's sanity with each eerie revelation. In their darkest hour, a mysterious figure emerged from the shadows, an occult scholar named Professor Nathaniel Blackthorne. Drawn by the supernatural aura emanating from the Andersons' mansion, Blackthorne revealed a harrowing truth. The basement harbored an ancient gateway to a realm beyond the living. The family, unwittingly ensnared in a demonic pact, now stood on the precipice of a malevolent abyss. Blackthorne delved into the Andersons' ancestry, uncovering a bloodline tainted by an unholy covenant made centuries ago. The basement, once a site for occult rituals, had become a conduit for demonic entities seeking to manifest in the mortal realm. The family's unwitting exploration of the hidden chambers had triggered a resurgence of malevolent forces, binding their fates to the infernal depths. In a desperate bid to sever the demonic tether, Professor Blackthorne conducted a paranormal séance in the basement. Candles flickered, and arcane symbols adorned the floor as the scholar channeled energies from beyond. The Andersons, gripped by an otherworldly trance, witnessed spectral apparitions materialize, a demonic tribunal that judged the family's unwitting descent into the abyss. As the séance reached its climax, the demonic entities confronted the Andersons with spectral manifestations of their darkest fears. The family, shackled by the sins of their ancestors, faced a metaphysical trial that tested their resolve. Blackthorne, armed with ancient incantations, struggled to maintain control over the ethereal tribunal, realizing that the demonic forces sought to claim the family's souls for their infernal agenda. In a burst of ethereal energy, the demonic tribunal relented. The malevolent forces, momentarily appeased by Blackthorne's incantations, retreated from the Andersons' mansion. The basement, now devoid of the infernal whispers, exhaled a haunting silence. The family, their psyches scared by the supernatural ordeal, emerged from the ethereal confrontation with a newfound understanding of the malevolent abyss that lay beneath their home. Professor Blackthorne, recognizing the delicate balance between the living and the spectral, guided the Andersons through a ritual of redemption. The family, united in their resolve to break the ancestral curse, ventured into the basement once more. Symbols etched in chalk adorned the walls, and incantations filled the air as they sought to sever the demonic tether that bound them to the infernal depths. As the ritual unfolded, the basement became an ephemeral purgatory, a realm suspended between the living and the spectral. The family confronted apparitions of their own guilt and fear, grappling with the metaphysical remnants of the demonic pact. The ethereal trial, a testament to their determination to break the curse, challenged the Andersons to confront the shadows that lingered within their souls. In a climactic surge of supernatural energy, the ancestral curse began to unravel. The basement, once a gateway to infernal dimensions, shimmered with an unearthly atonement. Shadows dissipated, and the malevolent forces that had plagued the Andersons' lineage for centuries receded. The family, their souls cleansed by the ethereal purgatory, emerged from the basement's depths with a sense of redemption that transcended the supernatural. With the demonic tether severed, the basement's abyss began to close. Professor Blackthorne, his arcane knowledge exhausted, witnessed the ethereal dimensions folding in on themselves. The Andersons, now free from the ancestral curse, stood at the threshold of the closing gateway, feeling the weight of centuries-old shadows lift from their shoulders. As the abyss closed, the Victorian mansion regained a semblance of tranquility. The basement, once a malevolent abyss, became a crypt for the secrets that had been laid to rest. The Andersons, forever changed by their supernatural odyssey, left behind a legacy haunted by the echoes of an infernal pact. The house, no longer bound by the ethereal chains that had gripped it, stood silent, a testament to the fragile boundary between the living and the spectral. Despite the closure of the abyss, the Andersons could not shake the lingering shadows that clung to their home. Night after night, the echoes of the ethereal purgatory whispered through the corridors. Dreams became fragmented landscapes of forgotten fears, and the family, though freed from the ancestral curse, felt an indelible connection to the supernatural realms that lay hidden beneath their dwelling. As the Andersons navigated their post-curse existence, paranormal echoes manifested in peculiar ways. Items moved of their own accord, and ghostly apparitions flickered in the periphery of their vision. The basement, now sealed off from prying eyes, exuded an eerie energy that defied the laws of the mundane world. Professor Blackthorne, haunted by the unsettling resonance that lingered in the house, returned to offer his guidance. Professor Blackthorne, now a reluctant confidant to the Andersons, delved into ancient grimoires and occult texts. His research revealed an unsettling truth. The abyss, though seemingly closed, left behind a residue of unfinished business. The family, unknowingly tethered to the ethereal remnants, faced a new challenge as malevolent forces sought to reassert their influence from the shadows. A series of spectral unveilings unfolded, revealing the existence of a spectral entity, the residual keeper. This ethereal guardian, a remnant of the abyss, held the key to the lingering shadows that persisted in the Andersons' home. Guided by Professor Blackthorn's arcane insights, the family embarked on a paranormal quest to confront the residual keeper and unearth the secrets that bound it to their dwelling. The Andersons, armed with newfound knowledge and occult artifacts, descended into the basement once more. Symbols etched in chalk illuminated their path as they navigated through the spectral remnants of the ethereal purgatory. The basement, a nexus of supernatural energies, became a conduit for the family's occult odyssey, a journey that transcended the boundaries of the living and the spectral. In the heart of the basement, the residual keeper materialized, a spectral tribunal that judged the family's connection to the abyss. The Andersons, tested by the ethereal entity, faced echoes of their deepest fears and desires. Professor Blackthorn, channeling ancient incantations, sought to negotiate with the residual keeper and uncover the elusive resolution that would sever the family's remaining ties to the supernatural realms. As the astral negotiation unfolded, the Andersons found themselves entangled in a metaphysical discourse with the residual keeper. Visions of alternate realities and forgotten timelines blurred as the family pleaded for release from the spectral bonds. The ethereal tribunal, influenced by the sincerity of their plea, began to waver, and the basement became a cosmic theater where the boundaries between the living and the spectral blurred. In a burst of ephemeral redemption, the residual keeper relented. The basement, once a crucible of malevolent energies, became a sanctuary for the departed souls. Shadows dissipated, and the Andersons, liberated from the lingering echoes, emerged from the ethereal negotiation with a profound sense of closure. The spectral remnants, now at peace, retreated into the cosmic tapestry from which they had emerged. With the basement's spectral energies finally at rest, Ravenscroft, the town that had silently observed the Andersons' supernatural saga, returned to a semblance of normalcy. Whispers of the abyss faded, and the haunted mansion, freed from the ethereal shackles, stood as a testament to the family's resilience in the face of the paranormal reckoning. As the years passed, the Andersons' home became an enigmatic legacy, an architectural anomaly that intrigued paranormal enthusiasts and occult scholars alike. The basement, sealed off and marked by arcane symbols, remained a silent guardian of the family's enduring connection to the supernatural. The Andersons, having weathered the ethereal storms that had unfolded within their dwelling, left behind a legacy woven with threads of courage, redemption, and the mysteries that lurked in the shadows.